from the Queen City. In now is Lorenzo Cain, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off for Washington, the left fielder.
Here comes the first pitch.
Lorenzo Cain.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And now the Reds will have his terrific speed to contend with at first right out of the chute.
I mean, an absolute bullet line drive on the first pitch of the game. I always wondered how many pitchers were so that has to frustrate the living heck out of you, because if I'm leading off and I never did.
Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. And the throw in gets away from him. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get to third, and he made it happen.
First pitch on its way. No balls and one strike. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
Ripped on the ground to first. Gloved by Adams. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out. But meanwhile, the run is in to score. So bases are empty here with two gone. And that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. This one is launched. Look at this. And it's gone. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Nationals move out in front here 2-0.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeJong. Hamilton is going to have room out there. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Reds, center fielder.
In there at the knees, strike one. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
The 1-2. fouled away. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's 1 for 5. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Harper, and this one is gone. A home run. Standing in now, Eugenio Suarez. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Grounder down the line at third. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Reds get one of the runs back on. Now batting, Anthony Rendon. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. Heater gets turned around.
From the stretch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as the swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Here's Javier Baez as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Well, today's game provides the Nationals with an opportunity to complete a series sweep, guys.
One of the toughest things to do at this level is to win on the road. With the win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
And one gone.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bunt attempt, but that'll bounce foul. Comes set, and the 0-1. Drops one down here, and they'll try to beat it out. Adams is right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Riding in once again, Lorenzo Cain, a base hit in his first trip. First delivery to him on the way. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Grounded to short. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
So frustrating, Hero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher
is. In now is Adam Eaton. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Schebler ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Here's Matt Adams now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here. And that brings up Scott Schebler. Stopped in front of home plate. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw. So striding forward now, Adam Duvall, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Strike one to start the at-bat. Schebler stands at second with no outs. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Looking up is Eaton. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. In now, Tucker Barnhart. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Hit out towards second. Baez has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike three called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now. Stepping into the box, Billy Hamilton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Welcome back to Cincinnati for Major League Baseball on the show from Great American Ballpark. Leading off the inning, Joey Votto, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Hamilton going back. He's there and records the first out. At the plate, Bryce Harper. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And that's the second out. Digging in, Paul DeJong. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground to short. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3. Ready now for Cincinnati. Jose Peraza 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Rendon down to third. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Number 3, second baseman, Scooter.
Now to the plate, Scooter Gennett. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
Tapped out in front of home. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Third baseman, number 7.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3 inning, I think he can right the ship.
Fouled off. Popped high in the air. Rendon is there for it. And that retires the side. 1-2-3 go. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rendon. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Anthony Rendon.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
1 gone in the inning. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Liner toward right center. And Wieters has himself a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Here's Javier Baez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. 1 there, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the... Settling in now, Matt Adams. Got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good bat.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. And that brings up Scott Schebler. He will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls in the strike.
Sometimes it's all about the stuff you have on a particular day. You take a look inside the numbers. 100% of his first pitches to batters have been for strikes, but the quality hasn't been there. He's going to have to make some changes to turn this one around.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Into the box, Adam Duvall. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside. 5 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Now at the plate, Tucker Barnhart. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In there, strike 1. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. 5 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Still 1-2. They'll try again, 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Harper has a read on it. And that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Noah Syndergaard, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Here comes the first pitch.
Noah Syndergaard.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that'll get down for a base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field. Hamilton is right there, 1 down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting, the center fielder.
In now is Adam Eaton. 1 for 2 in the game. He tripled and scored back in the first. He's set and the pitch. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going, as we are all tied at 5. In is Joey Votto now.
Joey Votto.
Into center field, line drive base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his
Right
stuff.
fielder, Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And that one reaches the power stacks. What a shot. A 2-run home run here for Bryce Harper. His second of the game, and they take a 7-5 lead. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeJong. As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but fouled off to the left and out of play. No hits to this point. Line drive to left. Duvall is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in once again, Anthony Rendon. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Swung on by Rendon, and this is sent to deep left. Into the upper deck and gone. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, how about D-Row? This is one of the better ballparks to hit in the world. The Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Ball flies out of this place.
Great American Small Park. We used to watch guys like Adam Dunn and Jay Bruce hit monster bombs in this yard. I'm not surprised at all with what we saw today.
Robert Stevenson will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now a swing as he rifles this one into center for a base hit.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is line to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Now batting, pitcher, Noah.
So here now is the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
Ready with the 0-2. Line toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Duvall is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But Phil Gosselin will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 46, Phil Gosselin.
Hit on the ground out to short. DeYoung's got it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter, number 6.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in.
Hamilton.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And it's fouled away. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The next 0-2. And he squares up on this one, deep to straightaway right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Kane is under it, and that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Jose Peraza.
And here's Jose Peraza. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. This one's flared toward left center. DeYoung into shallow left, and the inning is over. Nothing. Michael Lorenzen will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Adam Eaton. He's got a homer and a triple to this point in the game.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out, and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Now at the plate, Joey Votto. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. There's a swing and a high pop-up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. And now Bryce Harper. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Scooter Gennett will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first.
Second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
First offering on its way. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Bounced softly in front of the plate, and there's one down now.
Up next for Cincinnati.
Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and blasted foul to the right. And wow, that got all the way out to the Riverfront Club. Here's a high pop-up. Room for Wieters behind the plate. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Matt Adams will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a hit. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
You think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
0-1 the count. On its way is pitch number 75. There's a strike.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. There to take it now is Eaton, and the inning is over. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. Head-to-head numbers against Michael Lorenzen. He's 1 for 5. Sliders in for a strike.
Boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Schebler is right there, and he puts it away for the first down. Anthony Rendon will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and it's a quick start to the seventh as now there are two away.
Up next for Washington.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Underhanded flip. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Adam Duvall will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Now the National skipper is up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. He'll work a total of 6 innings here. Not his greatest work, but he is in line for the W. Trevor Gott is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Hit down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Here's another 0-2. Hard hit ball to second, and that is through into right field for a single. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offense.
Catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Raisel Iglesias comes on to pitch from bullpen now in an unexpected move. He's their closer, so it's a surprise to see him here in the 7th. Pulled toward right center field. Baez over to his right. Oh, and he whiffs on it. The throw into second, but he is in there as they can't get him at second. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Duvall over at second. Barnhart at first with no outs. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Oh, and a huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen. And we'll see how they go after the next guy here. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. No balls and 1 strike. Here comes the 0-1. Snap throw from the catcher. But he gets dirty and gets back to the bag. The next 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Eaton is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. And here's Jose Peraza. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Strike 1 to start the at bat. Snap throw behind the runner at second, but he's back in standing. Two men are on with 2 men out. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Jared Hughes has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. At the plate, Javier Baez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will get there to make the running catch as that ball hung up just a little bit too long.
Pitcher number 26.
Into the box now, the Nationals pitcher, Raisel Iglesias. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. High in the air out to center field. Hamilton is under it. 2 gone. So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Lorenzo Cain. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Schebler, and that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The Nationals are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball, you're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
Eugenio Suarez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's Matt Adams now. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player.
So coming to the plate, Adam Eaton. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. In is Joey Votto now. His career line against Jared Hughes. He's a .375 hitter. He's set. Here it comes. And it's belted high and deep into right center. But that'll be off the wall in right center. Throwing to second. The tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2. Here's Bryce Harper now. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. Started that swing a bit too early. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Now here's a ball heading for the right field corner. This has the distance, and it stays fair. Home run. A solo shot down the line in right. His 3rd home run of the ball game, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in one outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Stepping in now, Paul DeYoung.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. The 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hamilton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the Nationals do get a run on the Bryce Harper home run. Last chance coming up here for the Reds. And that brings up Scott Schebler. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
The windup and the 0-1. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Adam Duvall becomes out number 2 in the bottom of the ninth. Ground ball foul down the left side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he will make the catch to wrap this one up, and the Nationals go on the road and sweep their rivals.
Look, it's easy. You don't have to look any further than the 5th inning to see where this game was decided. They put together a big rally and did everything down the stretch to secure this win.
This one ends with a 10-5 score. The Nats
Welcome to Inside the Show. Baseball is back in April. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Starting off in the National League East, Bryce Harper plated 4 total with 3 home runs, leading the Nats past Cincinnati 10-5. In other Nationals news, the team has completed a trade and have acquired center fielder Harrison Bader from the St. Louis Cardinals and will send back center fielder Michael Taylor, according to multiple sources. At the start of the day, the Reds are in last place in the NL Central, and the Nationals sit atop the NL East. The Cubs swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they took down the Fish in Miami 10-0. In the standings, the Marlins are in 3rd place in the NL East, and the Cubs are in 2nd place in the NL Central. The St. Louis Cardinals combined for
From Cobb County, Georgia, we welcome you to baseball from SunTrust Park. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves. It's Braves baseball on the show, and it starts right now. Sean Newcomb, a left-hander from Massachusetts, will be doing the starting pitching here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in off to a bit of a slow start with just 1 win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, Matty, for me, I'm going to go off script here. I think one of the keys to winning this game, I get it, the pitcher has to throw strikes, the offense has to show up, but I need more energy, more focus. I need guys flying around. I need guys looking like they want to win a ball game. A huge key I see for this lineup is they're going to have to make this defense work. They're not afraid to kick a baseball around. If they can put the ball in play and make this defense beat themselves, they don't even have to worry about running into a 3-run homer.
First offering on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. And now Bryce Harper, and he's been one of the league's big stories in April, having come out of the gates extremely hot at the plate. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
Well, how do you beat the ship? You hit it over the ship.
Play ball. And hit him. First baseman number 44. Paul Goldschmidt.
In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was